Episode 10, Welcoming Wildlife, Building a Balanced Ecosystem. Hey everyone, welcome back to EcoAlchemy. My name is Pete, and I'm honored to have you here for Episode 10, Welcoming Wildlife, Building a Balanced Ecosystem. Today's episode is close to my heart because we're diving into the fascinating world of wildlife and its essential role in creating thriving, eco-friendly spaces. Last time, we explored how water, soil, and plants work together to develop a thriving ecosystem. Today, we're adding an equally important piece of the puzzle: wildlife. Birds, bees, butterflies, and small mammals might seem like background characters in nature's story, but they're actually the stars of the show. They are nature's caretakers, each with unique roles that maintain balance and foster resilience in the environment. Wildlife isn't just an optional feature in a garden or natural space. They are foundational to the health of any ecosystem. Birds help control pests and spread seeds, promoting plant diversity. Bees and butterflies, those delicate yet powerful pollinators, ensure that plants reproduce, feeding ecosystems great and small. Even animals like squirrels help by aerating the soil and dispersing seeds, ensuring forest regeneration. Encouraging wildlife in your space doesn't just benefit biodiversity, it also brings sustainability closer to home. By inviting nature's helpers into our environment, we create a self-sustaining cycle where every living being contributes to the planet's overall wellness. To truly support wildlife, we need to provide the essentials: food, water, and shelter. These are not luxuries for animals, they're basic needs. By designating wildlife-friendly zones in our spaces, we empower animals to thrive and, in turn, create healthier ecosystems. Let's start with food. Providing nourishment means selecting native plants that cater to the needs of local insects, birds, and mammals. Native plants are the backbone of regional ecosystems. They've co-evolved with local wildlife, making them the perfect source of nourishment. For example, flowering plants like desert marigold, milkweed, and penstemon are high-performing species that nourish pollinators with nectar and pollen. Moreover, their beauty enhances your garden while supporting these underappreciated heroes. Water is life for humans, plants, and animals alike. Unfortunately, in arid climates or during hot summers, water can become a scarce resource for wildlife. By incorporating water features such as bird baths, small ponds, or shallow basins filled with fresh water, you create a lifeline for animals. These water sources attract a diverse array of species, from birds to pollinators, providing them hydration and a safe spot for rest. Adding rocks or perches near water sources ensures smaller creatures can safely access them without the threat of predators. For wildlife supporters like you, remember that providing water isn't just an act of kindness. It's a responsibility in the face of dwindling natural sources worldwide. Pollinators, bees, and butterflies in particular, are champions of biodiversity. Without them, countless plants would fail to reproduce. This not only weakens ecosystems but also threatens the crops we rely on for food. Creating a welcoming environment for pollinators begins with planting diverse, native flowering plants. By doing this, we establish a mutualistic relationship where plants offer nectar and pollen, and pollinators sustain the food web. Be mindful that not all plants serve pollinators equally. Prioritize species that bloom across different seasons to ensure a steady supply of resources for these creatures year-round. Incorporating plants such as desert marigold, a spring bloomer, alongside late-season penstemon ensures continuity. As you watch bees visit blossoms or butterflies flutter serenely, you'll begin to see the interconnected magic of nature right in your backyard. Birds and small mammals also play essential roles. Think of birds as nature's pest control agents and seed spreaders. Sparrows, for instance, eliminate pests that could harm your plants, while placing birdhouses and dense shrub supports nesting. Small mammals like squirrels improve soil aeration by burying and retrieving seeds, unknowingly contributing to plant propagation. To make your space wildlife-friendly for these critters, introduce dense plantings and ground covers where they can forage and find shelter. Birdhouses, bat boxes, and dense plant zones are tools that reinforce the natural chain of life, especially if placed in quiet, undisturbed parts of the garden. However, one thing to remember is that wildlife goes far beyond pollinators and seed spreaders. Predatory species like owls, hawks, and even modest garden snakes play critical roles. These creatures balance populations of rodents and insects. Without them, certain species could grow unchecked, leading to disequilibrium. Wildlife supporters often champion species protection, but creating a genuinely thriving ecosystem means prioritizing balance. Each creature, from prey to predator, has a job to do, ensuring no population dominates. Building safe zones ensures species can coexist. Dense shrubs offer nesting grounds for tiny birds, while taller trees attract owls or hawks that regulate rodent populations. One approach I'm considering once I obtain more space is a layered habitat design. This involves diversifying vegetation height to recreate the microhabitats observed in forests or meadows. Ground cover plants can harbor insects, shrubs can house small mammals, and trees can provide nesting places for birds. This layered approach was inspired by watching natural ecosystems harmoniously adapt, even in chaotic settings. Creating these spaces doesn't require acres of land. While my vision is eventually to apply these methods to a larger plot, I'm starting small. Here's an example. I planted a simple pollinator garden in my backyard. It includes milkweed, lupin, and zinnias, along with a bird bath for local birds. Within months, I noticed changes: bees buzzing, butterflies fluttering by, and birds chirping as they enjoyed the water. Small steps like these are not only experiments, they're essential building blocks for learning and improving. I encourage each of you to assess your surroundings. Could a small pollinator garden, a bird bath, or even a potted plant with native species make your space more eco-friendly? Small changes add up. Taking action, even on a smaller scale, isn't only satisfying, it's contagious. Neighbors may follow suit, creating impact beyond a single yard or space. Let's remember, every ecosystem was once a patch of land that someone cared for. Welcoming wildlife isn't just about ecological contribution, it's also about education. When we allow birds, insects, or squirrels into our spaces, we become quiet observers of their patterns and behaviors. Watching a bee pollinate a milkweed blossom or a ladybug guzzle aphids teaches us lessons that no textbook can fully capture. For children and adults alike, observing and interacting with wildlife fosters curiosity, compassion, and respect for life in all its forms. Imagine a future where your garden becomes a learning space, inspiring others to nurture their connection with nature. This is how we, as wildlife supporters, help protect and honor our planet. Small choices ripple outward, creating more sustainable habitats for animals and humans alike. As we wind up this episode, I'm thrilled to announce that next time, we'll delve into creating microclimates, small zones designed to beat environmental challenges like extreme heat or cold while nurturing wildlife. Microclimates are another key piece of the puzzle when building self-sustaining ecosystems, and I can't wait to explore that topic with you. Until then, I invite you to reflect. What steps can you take today to welcome wildlife into your space? Even if it's placing a small water dish outside or letting a patch of your yard grow wild, your actions will resonate with the wildlife community. If you're bursting with wildlife tips or feedback, I'd love to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's make EcoAlchemy a hub for wildlife enthusiasts and changemakers who dream of a greener, more sustainable future. Also, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with fellow wildlife lovers. Every share creates another chance to spark change and build a better tomorrow. Together, let's continue transforming dreams into reality, one small but purposeful step at a time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on EcoAlchemy.